Your shipment is ready, the container is booked, but customs block it, and suddenly your supply chain stops. And the reason isn't transportation, but it's cross-border logistics. In this video, you'll understand how cross-border logistics actually works end-to-end, what happens at customs, both export and import, which documents control cargo movement, where companies make costly compliance mistakes, and how global supply chains manage risk across borders. Let us start. What is cross-border logistics? Cross-border logistics is the movement of goods across national borders, governed by customs laws, trade regulations, tax and duty rules, security and compliance frameworks. Unlike domestic logistics, every country is sovereign. That means different HS codes, different duty structures, different licenses, different enforcement standards. Cross-border logistics is not just transportation, but it's a regulated supply chain process. Key players in cross-border logistics. Let's identify who's involved. Exporter or seller, importer or buyer, freight forwarder, shipping line airline, customs broker, customs authority, ports and terminal operators, banks and insurance providers. Each player controls one part of the chain. Failure at any point equals delay, fines, or cargo seizure. Step-by-step cross-border logistics process. Step 1. Commercial agreement and Incoterms. Everything starts with a sales contract. Here you decide price, delivery terms, Incoterms, FOB, CIF, DDP, EXW, etc. Incoterms define who pays freight, who clears customs, where risk transfers. Example: FOB Shanghai, buyer handles ocean freight. CIF Hamburg, seller pays freight plus insurance. Wrong Incoterm equals unexpected charges and disputes. Step 2. Compliance and pre-export checks. Before shipping, check export controls, sanctions lists, product restrictions, required licenses. Certain goods require approval. Chemicals, electronics, dual-use items, food and pharmaceuticals. Missing compliance equals shipment blocked before it even moves. Step 3. Booking and inland transportation. Next, freight forwarder books vessel or flight. Pickup arranged from factory. Cargo moves to port or consolidation center. Critical deadlines. Cargo cutoff. Documentation cutoff. VGM cutoff for containers. Miss these, cargo rolls to the next vessel. Step 4. Export customs clearance. Exporter files. Export declaration. Commercial invoice. HS code details. Customs verifies. Classification. Value. Compliance. Once approved, let export order, LEO, or equivalent. Step 5. Port operations and vessel loading. Cargo stuffed into container, FCL or LCL. Container sealed. Gated into terminal. Loaded onto vessel. Shipping line issues bill of lading, the most important document. Step 6. Ocean or air transit. During transit. Shipment tracking. Transshipment at hub ports. Risk of delays due to weather or congestion. This is where visibility systems matter. Step 7. Import customs clearance. Before arrival. Import declaration filed. Duties and taxes calculated. Certificates submitted. Customs checks. HS code. Origin. Valuation. Compliance. After approval, delivery order issued. Step 8. Final delivery and container return. Cargo delivered to importer. Empty container returned. Failure to return on time equals detention and demurrage charges. Documents that control cross-border logistics. Let's talk about documents, because documents move cargo, not ships. Key documents. Commercial invoice. Packing list. Bill of lading or airway bill. Certificate of origin. Export and import declarations. Licenses and permits. Insurance certificate. VGM declaration. Any mismatch equals customs hold. Common risks and failures. Most common problems. Wrong HS code. Incorrect Incoterms. Missing certificates. Underinsurance. Hidden destination charges. Poor freight forwarder coordination. These issues create delays, penalties, cargo seizure, cash flow disruption. How global supply chains manage cross-border risk. Best practices include multiple carriers and routes, trade compliance teams, digital documentation, customs brokers in every region, control towers for visibility, bonded warehouses, duty deferral programs. Modern supply chains are built for resilience, not just cost. Conclusion. Cross-border logistics is heavy checkmark, not just shipping, heavy checkmark, not just customs, heavy checkmark, not just documents. It is a coordinated global compliance system. Companies that master it reduce cost, improve delivery reliability, avoid regulatory penalties, scale international trade sustainably. If this helped you, like the video, subscribe for deep supply chain knowledge. Comment below which part of cross-border logistics causes you the most trouble. Join our membership. You will get to break down supply chain problems and their database solutions with real-world frameworks every week. Till then, keep optimizing. Thanks for watching.